Shalom. All praises to Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, by Shem Rakak Radash. This is y&ymission. I like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. y&ymission teaches the 100% truth doctrine as GMS, Great Millstone. I just want to go into this article and bring out a quick video and some scriptures basically about Kyiv, the capital city of Ukraine, being evacuated, okay, because of the ongoing war and those Russian strikes that Russia inflicted upon Ukraine. Okay, so they basically have no electricity, no water, no heat after Russian attack. Okay, I'm just gonna skim through it real quick. The mayor explicitly told citizens anyone who has the opportunity to leave Kyiv should leave. The mayor stated almost 6,000 apartment buildings in the Ukrainian capital have been left without heating due to shelling. After the massive attack on critical infrastructure, Kyiv has experienced disruptions in water supply, electricity supply, and heating. The city admitted uncertainty about tomorrow and urged all key residents to leave the city due to a total blackout and non-functioning heating system. All right, so yeah, Russia hit them boys real hard, okay, with those ICBM, hypersonic ICBM missiles, okay, and they basically look like lightning coming down. And this is a capital city in a country, okay, in Ukraine, okay, and this is going to happen to a lot of capital cities, okay. The scriptures explicitly bring this out about all these major cities, okay, and especially here in Babylon the Great, okay, and I'm nudging between Baltimore and DC, okay. So this shit is definitely going down. It's starting from the east and it's going to work its way west. You got Iran up in smoke basically right now, and their airspace, half of the country's airspace is basically closed. You got everything that's going on in Latin America, specifically with Venezuela. Okay, they got hit by the U.S. pretty hard. All right, so things are flaring up, and all this madness is going to come. Total blackouts. Okay, heating issues, all this infrastructure is going to be destroyed here in Babylon the Great, okay, and definitely, DC, okay, Washington metropolitan, Baltimore metropolitan area, okay, because you got to remember from, Maryland, Virginia, all the way up to Maryland, that's a lot of important infrastructure. A lot of people are dense. It's a dense area. Then you have a lot of military assets that are in this area too. So when these heathen nations, okay, even once allied again Babylon nations that UK and whatnot, once they shoot their arrows and shoot at this place is gonna be destroyed, okay, hit real good. All right,
this is Dabu 7, and we have confirmation that the very first Oreshnik hypersonic missile from Russia has been used and launched on Kiev. You can see just how wild looking these missiles are when they come down. You can see how they almost resemble lightning strikes. Look at that. Look at that. These things zipping in, destroying anything in an instant, and it's highly unlikely anyone is going to be able to stop them. So now the leadership in Kiev is telling everyone, get out now, leave. They struck one of these major underground storage facilities. Most of the city is without electric. They're telling a lot of the buildings and people that have buildings that have the power out in them that they should get out and leave, and they should drain the water from the building because of the freezing temps. This is something that we've expected for some time if a peace agreement was not brought to the table. I expect more strikes. Russia can really put it on them from here, and they're not just going to hit the city and not try to surround it or take it. If they take this city, their main city, I mean, this thing's like pretty much done. We're at a point here where Zelensky's getting backed into a corner, and they could do something very crazy, like tactical nuke toward Moscow or something. That's only going to get them nuked for real.
All right, so you hear what he's saying. Let's bring out the scriptures. Okay, 2nd Ezra 15 and 18. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Right. Okay, instead of getting people out of the capital city months, maybe even a year or two before, because of all this madness, and they've been losing a war, but they're so prideful. Okay, Esau is so prideful. All right, so they kept their people there. Now they at the last minute telling everybody to haul ass and jump ship, okay? Because they're prideful, okay? So these cities shall be troubled, okay? Okay, and all of the cities in Ukraine have been troubled, okay? Mariupol, all of them, okay? Lviv, okay? The houses shall be destroyed. People's houses and stuff are going to be destroyed and are being destroyed, okay? The prophecies are playing out and hitting Ukraine real hard, but this is going to ultimately come to Babylon the Great as well, okay? It's going to sweep, all right? 2nd Ezra 16 and 23, and the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted in the cities, that's multiple, that's plural, okay, more than one. Cities shall be cast down, right? So you see the capital of Ukraine being cast down, okay? People, and they're telling people to leave because they know that people shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to bury them or comfort them or put their bodies in the ground, okay? So they telling everybody just to leave, you see? And that's going to, like I said, happen to Babylon the Great too. All this madness that Babylon the Great is causing is going to happen to them, to the U.S. too, all right? That shit is going to come here, okay? 2nd Ezra 15 and 17. A man should desire to go into a city and shall not be able to. You see them evacuating the capital city, okay? Telling people to leave. A man shall desire to go into a city, and especially these capital cities, these states, these capital cities, these provinces and stuff, they will not be able to, okay? We already saw a little bit of that with D.C., okay? With the National Guard was out there earlier, okay? And they had checkpoints and whatnot, all right? This shit is going to ramp up. It's going 2.0. Remember, we got the government shutdown looming for January the 30th, okay? So we going to be back in the same madness we was in November, August, September. We about to be back in that madness all over again, all right? 2nd Ezra 16 and 27. So that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice, okay? Yeah, that's in these cities, okay? These men, because people will be leaving, okay? People will be dead, okay? A lot of elderly, a lot of children, okay? Orphans, war orphans, okay? A lot of people are going to be dead, okay, in these cities, all right? A lot of people are going to be dead. A lot of people going to be dead and whatnot, all right? Somebody asking me for something. Like, God damn, I'm trying to do a lesson. Shit. All right? Throwing me the fuck off. All right, 2nd Ezra 16 and 28. For of the city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field, right? Which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the cliffs of the rocks, right? For of a city there shall be 10 left, okay? So basically nobody's going to be in these cities pretty soon, okay? You look around in your major city or in your capital city or your state or your province or where you are, okay? Heavenly Father saying it's going to be literally 10 people, 7 people, 2 people, 1 person, 3 people left in these major metropolitan areas, these cities, all right? So, and you seeing that play out firsthand with this Ukraine, this Russian strike. These things can be loaded with nukes too, all right? So, like he was saying, Zelensky and them are basically backed in the wall, and once Kyiv falls, and it's being cast down, okay, through the spirit of the Heavenly Father, okay, Yahweh and Yahushua, you know, that thing is pretty much over with. Russia pretty much won that battle. They haven't won the war, okay, because they still got the U.S. to deal with. They still got, you know, U.S. allies to deal with, okay? So this thing is going to heat up. It's going to get more drastic, okay? And we're actually seeing Kyiv fall, okay? Ukraine fall, okay? And being taken over by Russia, okay? You know, their firepower, the ICBM missiles, their technology, okay, is way more advanced and superior than what the U.S. basically has at this point, okay? All right, so we're going to see how this thing plays out. Okay, these cities are falling. Okay, there should be really no people left in these cities. The Heavenly Father is speaking it. It's coming to pass. All these prophecies are moving steady forward. Okay, so I just wanted to bring that out. So with that, I'd like to say all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Shalom.